What the fuck? Are you stupid? What the fuck? Are you stupid? Story time. This is a story about following your heart and listening to your intuition. 1993, I was 22 years old and I worked in a factory in a small town south in Sweden. When I finished school, I didn't pursue to university. I wanted to work, get an apartment, car, like some of young kids want to do. They just want to earn some money, and so did I. I also did 1 year military service during those years I worked in the factory. And I worked as a forklift driver. One Friday afternoon, my manager, my boss, Peter, comes up to me and says, listen, the leader of the other shift resigned and I want you to have his position. And you will be the manager over 7 other forklift drivers. Come into my office Monday morning and we'll sign the paper and sort everything out. And I was thinking to myself, holy shit, I'm 22 years old and I just got a promotion as a manager in this factory. I was super psyched. I remember on a Saturday we had a big party with my friends and we partied really hard to celebrate my promotion, my new job. And Sunday morning I was laying quite hungover in my bed and I started to think about this. Can I do this? Can I take this job? I lived in the city all my life. I haven't been exploring the world and I had an apartment, I had a nice car, I had a nice girlfriend, I had it all, but was that really what I wanted? I was 22 years old. Was I ready? If we go back in time, when I was 14 years old, I had a teacher who loved making films. And we produced a lot of small, short videos. And one of these videos actually ended up on the Swedish national television. And I was the main character in the movie. I want to make more films. I loved making films. I loved writing script, producing, shooting, pre-production, post-production, everything about it. I just loved it. And I realized that is what I want to do. I don't want to work in a factory as a forklift driver. I don't want to end up in the city. I want to go out and make films for the world. So Monday morning I go to Peter's office and he's ready with all the paperwork and I hand him my resignation. And he reads it and he says, what the fuck? Are you stupid? And I said, listen, Peter, I appreciate so much that you believe in me. It was the best thing happened in my life that when you asked me for this promotion, but I can't do it. And I explained to him why. Like the whole thing I just explained to you, I can't be in this small town for another 4 years. And he was in my age, I'm 51, so he was probably 51 or something like that. And he said, do it. Follow your dreams, follow your heart. You will always be welcome back here. If things don't turn out the way you want, call me, I will hire you again. So I resigned. And the next day, I went back to my old school and I knocked on the door at the student council and I said, listen, I'm not a student here anymore, but I need help. I want to study film. And she said, oh, you're quite lucky. I just had a meeting canceled, so I have 1 hour for you. And within that 1 hour, we sent away 4 applications to film schools. Check. Now I had a momentum and didn't know if I was going to be accepted, but something had happened. I was so happy. The rest of the week, I resigned my apartment. I actually broke up with my girlfriend and I sold my car and I told my parents about this. And when I did, my father said, what the fuck? Are you stupid? So that was the second time somebody told me I was stupid. And I said, hey, Dad, listen, I really have to do this. I know you think it's stupid. I know it's not the way you think of life, but I really have to do it. Luckily, I was accepted at one of these schools. And in the fall, I started at the film school. And let me tell you, that was the best experience in my life. I met other people who just wanted to make films. I met other people who were creative. And suddenly, in the school, my grades went up, which shows that environment and motivation is key for results and performance in school. And that year, I eventually studied another year, and then I worked as a filmmaker. I worked on films for movies, Swedish television. I also had my own documentary on Swedish national television. And today, I teach film. I tell companies how to do films to promote themselves. I work with marketing. So even though this was 25, 30, long time ago, 1993, 30 years ago, it was the best decision in my life. It changed everything. And I wouldn't be here today if I didn't make that decision and if I didn't resign that Monday morning. Now, the sense morale of my story is follow your heart, people. Follow your intuition. Listen to your inner voice. Life is short. I made a lot of sacrifices that year. So many sacrifices. But as it turns out, it was my best decision in my life. So just want to share that with you. Live life. Follow your intuition. Listen to your heart. And go out there and do whatever you want. Make sacrifices. And yeah, I hope I can inspire at least 1 or 2 people doing this. That will make me so happy. Have a lovely weekend, folks. That's it.